What happens when Ryu from Street Fighter 2 leaves tournament fighting and takes his skills out to the actual streets? Well, today we're taking him to the slums of Metro City from Final Fight to change the way you think about street fighting forever. And once this video reaches 100 likes, I'll share links to the game so you can take it on too. But we need to train for life, not likes. Taking real skills into the real world creates real change. That's how legends get remembered. Anyway, here's the legend himself. So let's take it out to the streets in a fight that's not for victory, but for survival. Yeah, Ryu looks right at home here, because both Street Fighter 2 and Final Fight were developed by Capcom. I wouldn't fight here barefoot though. There's probably going to be some broken glass around. Just saying. Now let's refer to our trusty Street Fighter 2 manual for reference. It says Ryu is a student of Shogakukan Karate, but as we know, it was later changed to the fictional form Anasatsukan Karate. Probably because Shogakukan students were disappointed to learn they wouldn't be able to throw fireballs in class. Either way, karate means empty hand in English. It doesn't mean Ryu isn't allowed to use weapons, it just means he can defend himself even without weapons. And on the streets, the environment can be used to your advantage. The manual also describes how Ryu has devoted his whole life to perfect his fighting skills. And that's the thing, if you want to achieve something bad enough, there are sacrifices you have to make along the way. Plowing through these street thugs is light work for that reason, since most people don't want to put in that kind of work. Yeah. The text goes on to say how Ryu wanders the globe, seeking to test his skills against other fighters. And hey, that's what we're doing here right now. The thing is, none of these guys stand a chance on their own, so they level the playing field in their numbers and weapons. But that's not stopping us. Reading on, the manual says how Ryu is probably the strongest all-round character, claiming the title of Grand Champion after his narrow defeat of Sagat. And it's true, being good all-round is important to fighting, and that's why I trained a few years of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu after many years of training strikes with some Taekwondo, because many fights will involve some grappling, as demonstrated here. Reading on, Ryu is cool, calculating, and very patient in combat. Now that's kind of hard here when I'm being attacked from all sides, but in the chaos of attack, a calm mind is the most powerful tool you can have. It also says here how Ryu improved the speed of his fireball, using it to pound his opponents in the corner. Well, there aren't too many corners out here in the open, but looking to improve is definitely the way to get ahead in life. They say actions speak louder than words, but what about the things Street Fighter 2 Ryu actually says after a fight? His first win quote goes, "You must defeat my Dragon Punch to stand a chance." This statement is actually a motivation for you to rise up to Ryu's challenge by getting better. The other line Ryu says after winning a fight is, "You did quite well, but you need more training to defeat me." So he acknowledges his opponent should celebrate their progress, but also reminds them to stay hungry and keep growing. Yeah. Here we've got a great example of fans making what we wanted from the original developers. I've always imagined Street Fighters duking it out in a scrolling beat 'em up. And real life can be a fight too. Just keep on leveling up by stepping outside your comfort zone. And I'll see you on the next one.